Hi
Well,
everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's FPL Roo and I'm joined by my cousin Thomas today. He's a little bit shy, so he's got his camera off. Do you want to say hi, Thomas?
hello everyone, glad to be here. And I wouldn't say I'm shy, it's just because I haven't got a setup.
Yeah, that's fine. Next time.
Next
Next
time,
time
next time.
you'll see his face. Um,
My
so
lovely.
yeah, so we're just going to go through both of our teams for game week 11. So yeah, so starting off with this is my team. So Sanchez, not great. Friday night game played against Brentford, didn't do well, and I had Ward on the bench, which was yeah disappointing. 6 points on the bench. Um, Very happy with Trippier, so a clean sheet against Man United. Did you think that game was going to be 0-0, Thomas?
Well, I actually thought Newcastle were going to snatch it, to be fair. There should have been two penalties in that game.
Oh
And
really?
there's things saying that Ronaldo's goal should have stood because the ref did blow the whistle and the defender did pass the ball to an extent. But it's a weird one. It's either way, it's a win-win situation because the defense still gets a clean sheet, so still going to get points.
Yeah.
But as for Ward, the one game you expect him to not do well, he does well because he's not been doing well for the last couple of weeks.
Um,
So it's a bit of a surprising one there.
yeah. And I'm a bit disappointed as well because remember that week where like the Queen died and we had no games. I was going to take out Sanchez, but I ended up falling asleep because obviously, like in Australia, deadlines at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and that would have saved me a bit of money, and I would have had to play Ward, so I would have got more points over the last 3, 4 weeks. So yeah, not good. But yeah, happy with Trippier. I thought Newcastle would do well and Trippier would do well. Yeah, I'm happy with the
Yeah.
6 points. Cancelo, 2 points against Liverpool. That was a
It's
shock. I knew that I knew that I thought there'd be goals, to be honest, not 1-0. I thought maybe he could get an assist, but I didn't see 1-0 Liverpool coming. I don't know about you.
but having Haaland as a captain is a bit of a surprise as well because like it's one of those games he's either going to score loads of goals, he's not going to score any, and it just went the other way. It's a bit
Right.
of a 50-50 shout going for Haaland.
Yeah.
But I can say the same thing really.
I know what you mean, because against Man United, I had someone else captain and he got 3 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it makes sense, but it's just a weird one. It's just the Premier League, that's how it goes.
Yeah. So next up, we've got Gay Crystal Palace. I actually watched that game and Leicester were much the better team. But yeah, happy with a clean sheet. I brought in Matt Doherty this week for Reece James, so happy with that clean sheet. And yeah, good news that I think Conte gave him a big hug when he came off. So hopefully he does well against Man United and keeps Chicken Royale on the bench when he's back from his red card. um, yeah, Madison disappointed, got yellow carded in the 94th minute for diving, which means he misses game week 12. Which I can't decide if I'm happy with or upset with because I know it messes up a lot of other people. So um, yeah, I can't really decide if that's a good or bad thing
It's a
for me.
tricky one, to be honest,
Yeah,
because Madison's a good player. He can get you points. It's just Leicester are not up for it, really. They haven't been. They done that well, had that one game ago, they've done all right, but since then, they just don't look at it. At Madison's pretty much the only one who's doing something for Leicester.
no, that's
So
very true.
he's the only option if you're going to get points.
Yeah,
But yeah, Gahey, can't go wrong. Palace, they're a very defensive side. Their
yeah,
defense, they don't concede many goals. They try their best to not concede many goals. They got a very solid defense, but other than that, you know, can't go wrong with that back line. It's just Cancelo. It's a 50-50 option because you're playing at Anfield. There's like I said, there's going to be goals. Defense are not going to do well anyways.
yeah, no, exactly. Um, yeah, no, exactly that. You're just hoping for like with Cancelo, you can get an assist or a goal, so it's worth it
He
at
nearly
the end
got
of
an
the day.
assist at the 90th minute
Yeah,
when he chipped it to Haaland, but good clearance from Van Dijk. That would have been an assist.
yeah, that's true. Speaking of that game, Salah getting a goal, which is great because I've had him think since the beginning, and I captained him a few times when Haaland got
He's
hat
been
tricks.
He's been one
So
of the most transferred out players as well
I
because of the
know,
price of him as well.
no. So I'm glad with that goal, but he should have got more, especially Nunes didn't pass him the ball when he was open. Um, he should have squared it
Punes,
towards him. Yeah.
Punes.
Um, and then even that 1-1, that was a great save by Edison, but I feel like he could have got
Yeah.
another goal.
He
Um,
should have got another goal.
yeah.
No, yeah.
So so the two Fulham boys, Andreas and Mitrovic. So Mitrovic was a doubt to start, but yeah, started him and he scored his penalty. Andreas, I've had to play him because my bench is terrible and he's actually done well the last two games. I think he's got an assist in both. He might have scored last week. Um, yeah, happy with them. Kane just keeps scoring. To be honest, if Haaland wasn't in the league, I think everyone would be going on about Kane. He's basically got eight in 9 games, I think it is now. Yeah, he's only not scored. Well, he's not scored in a couple, but he's got he's just one short of a goal a game. Um, so yeah, doing great. And yeah, Haaland disappointed captain. And the bench, yeah, not bad. Just 1 and 2 pointers apart from Ward. But I'm really, really happy with my team. Ended up on 58 points, and I went up um, a few places in the mini league and overall ranking. So I'm really happy with that. Do you have a look at your team?
Yeah, let's go for it. I think I hit 78 points, I believe.
Do you want to talk us through your team?
Yeah, well, Nick Pope and Trippier, first of all, I had to put them in. I know it's against United, but I'm confident in Newcastle. I'm confident what they can do, and I know they're defensively solid. Either way that game was going to go, I didn't think United were going to score, but I was wrong. They should have scored. Both teams should have had a penalty, but 0-0 overall. Can't complain. Same for having Ivan Perisic. You know, I'm not. I don't like Spurs, but they got a solid defense as well. And Perisic is a good player. Great signing from Bayern Munich. Got me a couple points. Wasn't expecting him to get 8, but can't complain. It cancels out what Cancelo done for me, so it kind of evens out the back line.
Yeah.
Well,
And it was good that he
um,
started as well because I thought Sessegnon's been playing well recently, so I thought maybe he would get the start. But yeah, well done on Perisic
yeah,
starting.
yeah, done well as well. Well, for the Arsenal boys, I was expecting a few more goals. I wasn't. I was surprised that we actually nearly lost that game or nearly drew. I thought we were actually going to batter Leeds like last season, but I was totally wrong, and I was wrong for the right reason. Leeds are a good side. Well, I didn't have I haven't had Saka in the whole season. I was thinking about putting him in for Martinelli, but I thought got to keep Martinelli. He's one of my favorite players, and Saka goes and scores again. Still get the win, so we still get the 3 points. Jesus, I was expecting a goal. He should have scored in the first half, but can't get everything right. Other than that, I'm happy with what we did, and I'm just not enough points from the team, even though because there's 3 Arsenal players in there, hence why I
Yeah,
expected a few more from them.
yeah. Especially as Leeds, like normally whoever plays Leeds scores lots of goals. Well, I don't know about this season, but even this season they've been good attacking and yeah, defense has not been great.
Both
So
both teams are set up to attack,
yeah,
so I was expecting more goals. Because we've just missed so many chances. Both sides missed so many chances. They missed a penalty. Then they had that incident at the end of the game with a red
yeah,
card getting overruled, and
yeah.
also happening on the other side.
Mm.
But you
Even
can't
Bamford's
complain.
goal should have stood, I reckon.
I don't think so. I think it's a foul.
Yeah, he should have had one
Um,
Arsenal defender maybe instead of Xhaka.
yeah, I know, but Shaka always gets that odd goal now. He's playing that more attacking role.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
gets that odd goal or an odd assist, So and he does well. I can't. He just doesn't. He's a cheap player as well.
Yeah,
Didn't cost me a lot, and he's doing well for me.
yeah,
But I'm disappointed with the City. Happy about the result, but disappointed with my FPL because 2 points each. I didn't captain Harden because I didn't think he was going to score, and I was right. I only put him in because I bench boosted, so I had to play him. Otherwise, I actually wouldn't have played him. I would have actually put Eze instead of Haaland, funnily
Wow.
enough. But I bench boosted because I had a feeling about Brentford. I had a really good feeling about Brentford. It's happened to me before when I said odds on for Ivan Toney to get a hat trick against Leeds, and he's done exactly that when they won 5-2. He got a nice hat trick, and I captained him that game, and I said, you know what? I've got a feeling Brentford didn't win the last game. They drew for a win. Ivan Toney's drew for a hat trick again. He didn't get the hat trick, but he got me 2 goals. And I said, you know what? Let's captain him, and he gets me 2 goals. Can't go wrong. Same with David Raya getting the clean sheet and made some great saves in that game as well.
Yeah, Tony's done you well, hasn't he? With that
He's
hat trick, and we've captained him both times. And that's why he probably is sitting top of our mini league.
that's where I should belong. But anything can happen in this league. It's still
We'll see.
early, still early. But
We'll see.
you know, still early, still
Yeah.
early.
And your bench is
Um, on my bench, I was expecting, Aston Villa to challenge Chelsea, but
yeah.
Chelsea they're just too good. I know Young scored a nice goal the other day. The last game week was a great goal. As for Eze, he always does well for Palace.
Yeah.
He gets that odd assist, odd goal, but 3 points, can't complain. And Kehrer, same thing. He had a doubt of playing. He had, I think it's 50%, 75% of chance of playing because he had a knock, but he still ended up playing. And I only bench boosted because I had Raya on the bench. To be honest, that's the only reason why I bench boosted. And I wanted to play Pope as well, so it's a bit weird that I did it. But it seems it kind of worked out. It kind of evened out the team because the midfield didn't do as good as I expected.
Mm. Yeah. Well, it's not terrible. 17 points on the bench for a bench boost.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's not the end of the world.
I think last year my one was I think I got 4 points on my bench for my bench
Yeah,
boost.
well, to be fair, it's all because of Raya. Really, without him, it wouldn't have been very. It would have been very low.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, thanks for taking me through your team. Um, thanks everyone for watching. If you could leave us a like and subscribe to the channel, it'd be much appreciated. Um, and leave a comment. What do you reckon? Well, we know who had the better week, but whose team do you like more going forward? Um, and what a great pick Tony was. Who was your captain this week? Cheers.